This is Thanks Point, and I came back this way, explore, and I always go back to the same pile of rock for some reason. This pile of rock. And this pile of rock to me is the place where Aboiteau was. Okay? Found this one before, and this one is now gone. Okay?
And you see the groove right here.
I knew there ought to be another one somewhere around here. And I always get stuck in that pile of rock. I move a few rock, I look underneath, no, nothing there. So I conclude, yes, okay, it's nothing there because the Aboiteau is gone. That's it, stop searching. But I keep searching anyway because you never know. Each tide brings some erosion or brings some sand back, cover, uncover, and this was a lucky day. Okay, I look on the site when I was there and I say, if there is an Aboiteau there, why is the water more here? And the water, remember, and I went to check this site. It's about 30 feet beside, and I was wrong for 3 years. I pinpoint on that to be an Aboiteau. Yeah, this spotted rock still puzzles me.
There we go. This here was all the marsh, and I suspect that this breach here is not a breach. It was probably when Aboiteau was, and the rock were put on top to empty this out, and everything rot away in time. And then more rock, and a rock against the post back there. I'm always looking, see what's on the ground.
I didn't see it 2 years ago. I walked right over.
This post there, just in the middle. I don't know why.
Why a pose there? C'est un piquet d'Aboiteau.
There's the branches. Lots of branches. Lots and lots of branches. So you need an Aboiteau. And where will be the Aboiteau? To let go the fresh water from this side to the seaside, and I was convinced that it was there until today. What do you see? The rock to hold the roof of the Aboiteau in place. So I think there's an Aboiteau right here. I'm gonna uncover a little bit and see the Aboiteau is right here. This is the roof for the Aboiteau, and this is your Aboiteau right here. And it goes, I don't know how long. And Aboiteau in probably top condition because it's protected. The woods look good, so yes. And a good cleanup of the mouth of it will give me right away if there's a door left in it or not. Wow, an Aboiteau. You lose one, found another one. So that's make, I think, 5 so far I found in the region. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Hello? Listen. I just received a call from the field. Hi guys, I just found another Aboiteau. Yay!
Oh, I got it. This is the erosion on covering this. It was always like this before. Couldn't see that. But look, the water, remember, it came from there. It didn't go there as I thought. I got tricked. It came here. So I'm gonna dig that a little bit and see what's it's showing. Here's some place, and there it is. In Acadian, Aboiteau, our thing about 1746. Okay, I have reason to think that. It's a carved Aboiteau. I tried to empty the water so many times to see the shape underneath, but it's keep coming back. But the door is inside. I can put my arm in and feel the door from about, the inch is about here, and the bottom is about in line with this here about. Okay? And the door move a little bit. And I'm surprised the foot of the door is not slanted, it's square. Okay? So, post line. Let's see if I can. It's a rock. If I can feel the hinges somewhere. Oh, look at this. I am. What is this? There's a post here, and I can put my thumb in there. So I think the pin is about there, and this little rock seemed to be, maybe by coincidence, seemed to be in front of that little hole. Therefore, maybe there's one on your side too. Okay, so rocks to cover the protruding part of the Aboiteau outside the dike. Post line right here. Branches cover on top. No rock here. A little piece of wood there. And a bit more. And a bit more. And this is the entrance. See, the walk know where to go. You keep going there. Still working. Okay. It's about 12 to 14 feet long. I don't have a measurement tape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 13, okay? Nothing was on top. There was no rock on top, just the sand, nothing else. So it's a carved Aboiteau in top condition. There's a slope a little bit. It can't be removed. If it stays there, it will just be the same as the other one. It will be there, more visible, then just gone. We can't let this happen. The other one was pretty much damaged, but this one is not damaged. The other one seemed to be a bit bigger too in construction. Yeah, this one's a bit smaller, but it's all there. No ice damage, but perfectly preserved. Okay? Any archaeologists can hear that? Please come do something about it. Okay, so let's put the sand where it was and all the thing where it was, and walk over it to tap it solid and hope it stay there for some time. Next time I come here, I'll take all kind of measurement. And I cover everything back and a bit better, put more on it. So basically start with the rocks are and finish with little rock is over there. Okay, so tide is rising. Okay. And the high tide will probably reach the grass right here. Sometimes even goes over. Okay, place for everything and everything in its place. That little rock there, that's the end. So right here, I will be on top of the dike. You can see the fillers inside, and the branches, and it was finished with upright sod to make it flat, but there's a crown built up with a filler. Okay, many big rocks to hold the post in place and push it. The Aboiteau is totally underwater, as you can see. The dike used to be here. When I start to pay attention to this Acadian history, Acadian dike, the dike was about right here. This is what's gone in the past 3 years. And this is this end, but it's also gouging over there too. So, and before that, it will probably go almost another kilometer this way and out. Okay, this is the first one and second one over there. Now, open, plafond, clapet, ok, ça c'est fait à partir d'un poteau qui était à Dinks Point. Donc, j'ai gardé la fin qui était assez endommagée pour montrer de quoi ça a l'air sur place quand les Aboiteaux ont 300 ans. Ils sont pas mal plus maganés que ça. OK. Et le plafond. Ça aussi, ça t'est ramassé dans le marais, dans la vase. Et en relation, comment gros que c'est ça? Ça, c'est la grosseur du clapet de celui dans le marais. C'est une réplique, mais vous pouvez voir que celui dans le marais est pas mal plus gros que ça. En proportion. OK? Fait que ça, c'est une réplique plus petite. Okay, this rock covered the end of the Aboiteau. This is the roof of the Aboiteau. And it finished those rocks back there. And this is the line. I'm gonna put many rocks on top here so the cover doesn't move this winter. Okay, and the rest look pretty good.
Oops, I did a good job last year to cover back the Aboiteau sluice, but as you can see, the whole shoreline went lower. Okay, I put more rock and more sod, and I will be back.
Okay, I'm here today to put metal striping on the roof because last time I visited I had to put a sandbag on it because the roof was visible, and I put rock on it too. And today I'm gonna put striping because if the storm come or the ice come in the spring and kick those rock off, the roof would just get separated and go away forever. So I think it's the right thing to do until this thing is totally removed. Okay, as you can see, there's no much sediment on top, like a half an inch. This is the roof right here. So one board, the length of the Aboiteau, and this is the carved Aboiteau underneath right here. So I'm going to put metal strapping on it to keep that section, and that's the end there, and I'll do the same thing at the other end. Okay, it's done. My strap was a bit short, and just here it's a bit softer. I lost half an inch of the screw before I hit something solid, so I should have bring much longer screws, and I will do that next time I come back, if I come back this fall, just to double check. And that is done. Now I can bury this back and put more stone on it and shovel some mud on it to see if that helps. You don't want that to be exposed to the sun. Okay, and that Aboiteau is complete. The door is still inside. It's pretty mushy, but still inside, and the cover is not broken. It's complete. The Aboiteau itself is not broken either. It's complete, and at this point it doesn't seem to be worm damage, sea worm damage, so because it's pretty high above the water so many hours that it's not always underwater, so the sea worm don't seem to like that environment. Just like the rest of the dike that used to be there. A few years back there was a dike. I was climbing on top of the dike. That's all gone. This section was already gone, and we lost from there in past 3 years to way back there. See, this is gone, and the more this is no more protection from the post, the more the surf wave climb up this beach and bring out the sediment back to the sea, including the topping that was on top of that Aboiteau. So I was very hesitant because this was old and all that business. Should I not put a piece of strapping? The rock were covering the wood and the mud too, but I figure, what if the ice pushed the rock and the roof is lift off? So I put strapping there each end, and it pay off because now you have the roof to look at. And underneath is the Aboiteau. This is the roof. The roof seemed to be cut with a vertical up and down sawmill, and Baie Verte had a sawmill up and down. It's not a saw pit piece of wood, it's up and down, and the piece is complete. So the goal today was to see first if the Aboiteau is still here after this winter. I can see that the beach is getting lower and drain out. The sand and the mud are being pushed back to the sea or back over there. So today I will cover that as much as mud as I can, taken from not beside it but far away, and then I'm gonna put a lot of rock on it and hoping that this will last a part of the summer. Okay, let's do it. Of the Aboiteau. This is the rock, and the wood wall was here. Okay, I did put that marker last year. That was the end of this dike. Now it's all gone. And look, this is where the dike is going. It's lifted off by the sea and the storms, and it's pitch on the other side, and now it's gonna go mush mush and join the rest of their friend in the bay. It's much more work than I thought it will be. Listen, I'm 67. I don't think I'm in too bad of a shape, and I'm working to build just, but I didn't build this Aboiteau. I didn't have to carve the Aboiteau. It was already there. All I have to do is to put some mud on top of it and some rock, and, and that's only 1 foot wide. So, and I'm tired. So imagine people who build this dike from way that point all around here and all around here, all around here, all around there, and all around there. Okay? I don't think they complain like me. But anyway, so I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So I cut the sod, free sod like this. You know, I don't cut into the shoreline. I just take the free stuff there. Not free, I mean free from being attached. And then I move it there. I'm gonna put some branch on top of some rock, and then the tide's gonna rise and we're gonna go. Okay? Let's keep going. Okay. It's hard to find rock around here because I just walk and I follow the shoreline to see, and I get some pebbles and I bring that over there. I did not dig around the Aboiteau, his original ground. I don't want to take the rock beside it too because it indicates where the post line was. So I'm not disturbing that area. Just put rock on top to keep the roof in place. And yeah, I'm searching. And everything is mud. And a nice sandbar right there. Okay, I'm almost done. I need 2 or 3 more rock and I'll be happy. What is this? Pottery? Oh, not a rock. It's an oyster. Oh my God. You ever seen an oyster that big? That is a prehistoric oyster. Look at this thing. How many years? I don't know how many years, but maybe it's like a tree. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Look at this. I'm gonna keep this. If I leave it in, it's gonna be washed out. So, wow. I don't know if they have this kind of oyster at Malpec. Wow. Like it's a meal for 2 or something. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Okay, enough. Okay, rock. I'm looking for rocks. Plan today is to drive those spikes on each side of the Aboiteau and just make sure it's more stable if the storm comes, and put more rock. Erosion continue, and I couldn't bring my boat any closer than over there. So let's start the work. I went that length with that tiny axe. Okay, stop. I just want it below the rock a little bit. So I'm gonna put 6 of those. The Baie Verte Dike, Banks Point, Oak Island. This is Oak Island off New Brunswick, and Banks Point is this, and Baie Verte is back there, and this is the dike that I think was built in 1747, and this portion of dike is gone, but there's an Aboiteau complete with the roof and the little door. I made plans of that and also a smaller replica, and more wood coming out from the erosion. All this, there was a big patch of earth there and posts gone about 3 years ago. There's a few posts left, and that keep going all around. And this is the project. Try to preserve this Aboiteau until it's removed. It's been 3 years now. I put rock and earth and rock and mud over. This spring I came and all those rocks were over there, and the wood was exposed, but the roof was still there because last year I attached the roof with metal strapping on different three places. This year what I did, I had a picket, about 6-foot picket, or 5-foot picket I say, and I put rope and rock around, so hoping that will maintain the rock line in place. The ice usually move from this in this direction, this angle, and like this way, and the storm too. And this dike has been highly damaged, was a lot of posts, but when Dorian came it took a big section of it, and I put marker on the in the mud, and I know the how much of the dike is retrieving, how much the earth is removed, the sod. And yeah, this is I'm waiting for a group, a recognized group that want to come here, make a survey and remove it, because this is the only complete unbroken carved Aboiteau with original roof and the little clapet inside. There's a layer and layers of mud been removed, and there's a sand dune building there, so the ground here is going lower and lower, and that's how I was able to find the Aboiteau, because I saw a little piece of wood exposed, but since that time it's getting lower and lower, and I try to build back. And the higher the water get, this is low tide actually, the higher the water get, and are 4 feet above this, the ice can move in the winter and scrape. All that section was scraped by the ice. The ice climb on top here. All those posts are bented by the ice and by the big storm of Dorian. Okay, this is the project. I would like to see not being lost after, and if I come back this next summer, next spring I mean, 2025, and if it's out of place, and if it's like, I will give a last chance to leave it in place, but if it's moved sideways, or this time the roof in this location, I will have to bring it home. And yeah, but I prefer some student archaeologists come here, make a 1-day survey. It's a full day because you have to come with a low tide. Then it's done. It's the project is saved, not on YouTube, but it's saved on some university shelf, and some student can put their name on it and be very proud to have worked on the last complete Aboiteau, at least the one I know. And this dike here is going to This dike used to go all around here, all around Danks Point and all the side of this. And they tried to make going straight into the bay to create some landing. And this, I believe, is a military road built by the Ramsey forces of 1747 or 46, if I make a mistake. Okay, a lot of rambling, but I put months on that project here, and it's still there. I'm very happy I did what it took to be. I did what it needed to stay there and be shared with other people. And I will, like, at the end of this next summer, that finally it's removed, no more battle against the ice, and put in a proper place, done by a knowledgeable team, not just like yeah, a guy like me, I guess. But I do a good job. Okay. Oh, this is my sign that I put here 2 years ago. Boat. Yeah, and it's me. There we go. And my outboard engine. Boop, and the wave. There we go. Done. Art. I got an anchor too, a little anchor. Okay, this is Danks Point, beautiful place. Wave activity here because my sign over there used to be in a patch of hay. So came to see if my stonework resisted the wave, and the Aboiteau is somewhere in there. Let's go see if I can line up with it. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's there. Uh-oh. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. So we're gonna wait for the low tide, see if it's still around. It was about here. Oh well, I tried. I tried. Oh, I think it's here. We're just above it, pile of rock. Yeah, could be there. And there it is. Still there. Now this end been uncovered. This is the roof. The cover seemed to have crack for that section in a way. And so today I'm gonna put more posts on each side and try to find more rocks to kind of leave it there. Yeah, just so all the rocks I had last year, there was no seaweeds on it. And I'm gonna put more posts like this one, and those posts were attached in between each other with a rope. See, there's a rope from there to there. Yeah, did that work? The rocket was there moved, and it comes to about right here. I'm gonna get to the boat and get my axes and put more posts and find more rock to cover that area, that section of the roof, and see what happened in this summer. I'm trying to put a strapping around this underneath and attach it on this side here. Now I'm gonna put rocks in between, and oh, I'm stuck. And this is the roof right here. So I'm gonna cover that with rocks too. And I got 4 more posts to install. So let's finish that thing. I put more rock. There's no rocks around here. Ooh, when they were rock, they have been used over the years. So no rocks. So I have to walk all over there and all over there to find a few little flat rock. And let's finish the job. Oh, there's a rock. There we go. So I have to go walk back there. Key, finally. and enjoying some tea. So the rock in place and the strapping in place, and back at the dike. And you can see underneath the piece of sod. Okay. Okay, tide is rising. Another hour and I shall be leaving this place. And by the way, what is the name of that island there? The center of Danks Point? It's called Oak Island, New Brunswick, not the one from the TV. And the dike. So I'm gonna walk the shoreline way back there and then prepare to go. 32.
I visited this place for 7 years and I've seen many change. And to understand what is missing, we're gonna go at the end of this dike, the last section that is as it was built, except the post a bit shorter now. And you will understand what it looked like. And it was like this for kilometers of dikes. So let's go.
Je me souviens d'eux. Va dire à mes amis que je me souviens.